Good afternoon. I call to order the Joint Utilities and Technology and Special Call Committee of the Whole meeting. Today is Tuesday, May 16th. The time is 1:59 p.m. Thank you all, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. We do have a very short agenda, but we'll start first with the minutes of our Tuesday, March 21st meeting. Councilor, have you had an opportunity to review those?
Motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye. All right, thank you very much. The minutes of March 21st, 2023 are approved. If we look at our agenda for this afternoon, we don't have any new business, and our old business will consist of status updates of ongoing projects from our telecom industries and other entities that fall under the Utilities and Technology Committee. And so we want to thank you for joining us, Mr. Smith, and so we'll start first with this update from Spectrum.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, as I said, we don't do a lot of project building in town because we pass everything in town, but I want to share something that I came across today that's going to be a global work for us. It's called Path to More Speed. As a leading internet provider, we provide the nation's fastest internet. We're enabling gig symmetrical as well as multi-gig downstream speed. We're working toward 10 gig systems by 2025. So what we're doing, we're improving our networks, we're hardening our networks, we're adding the proper software technology so that as 2025 gets here, we're all running around with 5G now. We're trying to get a head start on getting 10G.
Okay.
And I think many of your potential supervisors probably got a similar one, AT&T. We just let you know we're working on 10G now and make sure that when time comes, we have some of the people on Wi-Fi and smartphones now that we just talking about broadband, so we got to have some faster, more reliable resources out there, and so we're working toward doing that.
Okay, very good.
So that's it in a nutshell. Like I said, we are constantly working to maintain the networks we have in town. Every home, every business in the city of Birmingham is passed by Spectrum Service. And daily we have our employees that are working to make sure that it's functioning properly, functioning well, and is reliable. And of course, man makes us a man separate human error, but anytime we have a problem, we'll get out there and correct it. I think any of you have called us, we try to respond responsibly to get that done. So we just try to make sure we make it a better experience for yourselves.
Well, thank you. We appreciate. I'm most appreciative also of the community service and the work that you all do to support our residents and again to put that Spectrum name out there so that residents have that opportunity to have those services. Any questions, Councilor Williams?
No, just thanks for always being so responsive. It's nice, very, very nice when constituents have issues that you guys jump on it the way y'all do. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I did have a question about, I know a number of households that you all serve. How are you working with the ACP, the connectivity program? Any updates or thoughts about that, or how's that going for residents? I'm always curious. We've talked about these federal programs and how they're bringing these, I don't want to call it subsidized cable, but they give them some help with their cable. Are you all involved in that at all? Or?
We've been involved with it. I think Anita Lee was here for
Yes.
a while. I'm not sure
Yes, she worked out her tenure with us.
But we worked with her to make sure that we provided information to her. The Affordable Connectivity Program, as you know, is a federal program that provides $30 a month to people that qualify for one or more services. If you free or reduced lunch, if you have SSI, most things that will get you a free or reduced lunch will get you the $30 voucher. And even if that voucher program goes away, we still have our own Spectrum Internet Assist that will give you a product for about $21. Now, that's a $30 voucher. We have the design, the package is $29.95.
Okay.
$29.95, but in essence, it becomes a free service for those people that qualify. Okay. And if this federal program goes away, we've got that same program for $22.
Very good. Thank you.
And that's our Internet Assist program.
Well, I know it became very beneficial during COVID. We saw what our dependency was on, again, for our children trying to get their homework and just being sure that people were connected. So we're happy to see those federal dollars kick in and give that opportunity, and entities like yours supporting that. All right, thank you. Councilor Quinn, did you have any questions? Mr. Smith just gave us an update from Spectrum. Didn't know if you had any issues or anything you need to bring to his attention from your district, or?
I don't think so. So you guys service the entire city of Birmingham, right?
Do
Yeah.
every building, every home in the city of Birmingham is passed by our service. Now, that's a pass. We don't know if everybody not subscribing to the service,
Right.
but it is available to everyone that lives in the city of Birmingham.
Do you guys have maps of what your data speeds are across the city, or is it just uniform?
You said data speeds.
So like megabytes per second,
I can probably get some data on that. I don't know if we have it, but let me check and see if I can find it.
So what I'm asking is like, okay, yeah, you guys pass by every house, but what is the level of service? So that's what I'm.
So you can get, depending on what you want, you can buy up to gigabit services if that's what you desire. We can do a variety of, there's no one level service, but you can buy up to
Okay.
gigabit of service if that's what you actually want. We were just talking earlier, what I read, just pass the most speed. By 2025, we're working on getting to 10 gigabyte services. We've got service and we've got fast speeds on our mobile service, our broadband. You can buy up to a gig of service. That's what you desire. Of course, that was to a high price point.
Right.
So for those people that fall between the highest price point and the entry level price point, there are packages between there. So if you need to see what's available, we can go to a gig in every home we pass. But if you need me to find some maps, I'll see if I can do that. But just if it's in the city of Birmingham, any home that we pass, we can provide up to a gig of service for the residential or the business community.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's increasingly, data, ability to communicate data or receive data is an important consideration for where businesses want to locate. So they're in part of their consideration is, say, where can I connect to fiber or whatever means of communication that is going to be able to meet the needs of my business. So for us, it's an important economic development consideration that we have adequate infrastructure.
So in our Spectrum Enterprise service, and our Spectrum Reach service, in our Enterprise service, they do fiber to businesses. They, as a matter of fact, I think Enterprise is what has some service coming to this building. That's actually a link in the basement that goes straight over that I head in. So there are issues where our Enterprise division can put together a package, whatever speed a business needs, whether small, medium-sized business, we can connect any business. There's a package available. There's an enterprise team that will work to make sure that the needs of the business, they need X number of phone lines, X number of computer ports, X number of fiber. You got data within your building. That's a team on our enterprise team that works to do that. That's a total division that does that. And if anybody needs that, if you get anyone that has those issues, I've been better connected to them. Y'all know how to find me. We can put you in touch. And then what I'll do, maybe next time, is bring somebody from our enterprise team with me to tell you how they do that. But I think everybody got a card, but just in case, give that to someone, and we'll put the enterprise team together with them, and we'll make sure. I think it'd be a good opportunity. We were yesterday at the Birmingham Business Alliance meeting. We were there often. I think it would be a nice opportunity, and I know this is not just for me, but for all of our providers, to especially let them know that these are some opportunities for businesses to come to town so that they can readily say to them, Spectrum does this, and I'm not just gonna hold the ball, and Verizon probably can do some things, AT&T, but that might be a conversation that we all need to have with Birmingham Business Alliance. I'm sure they'll get a touch from a new business coming to town, maybe before they will get to you all, and vice versa. So at least we can all be on the same page and say, here's the enterprise team, here's the contact, and let that enterprise team sit down and tell you all as well as the Birmingham Business Alliance what's available.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions? Well, again, we thank you for bringing us this update. I do know that Alabama Power and AT&T representatives reached out to us that they would not be available today, and they didn't have any updates that we needed to provide at this time. Any other questions regarding any other items you'd like to discuss, counselors? We don't have anyone else from any of our other entities. I do want to say for the record, I want to thank Mr. Stanley is here with us, Attorney Stanley. I did not mention today during our council meeting, but we're appreciative of the work you do for the Alabama League of Municipalities and the help you provide to member municipalities in so many cities don't have the resources that a city of our size has. So I know everybody looks forward to that. What is the session? Ask your attorney, and you really can learn a lot through that. So thank you for your diligence and guidance to the league for that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. Well, can I have a call for adjournment? Yes, Council.
One more question.
Yes.
So, Birmingham Waterworks came a couple of meetings ago and provided us some maps of where they were going to be doing water main replacement. And, you know, my understanding is that that work's ongoing. It would be helpful for them, you know, for us to know kind of like, not necessarily in real time, but, you know, with more frequency, kind of knowing where their contractors are actively working. And then, and part of the reason that I asked that is because I recently got an inquiry from a resident, not in my district, but, you know, perhaps because I'm chair of the transportation committee, was asking about, you know, utilities work that was being done, and, you know, I guess they assumed that the patch material that was down was the project was over and all of that kind of stuff. So having more up-to-date information about what's going on would help me respond to those types of inquiries to say, hey, look, you know, yeah, that's an active project. It will be back to complete.
I think that's a very good observation. Chief Hall and I were talking about it today because we've actually received some inquiries in our office when people feel the work is completed, but they leave that patchwork there, and that there's settlement of the ground that has to take place and different things they have to do that they come back in later. But I think our residents, even I need to know, because right now my neighborhood is torn up completely, and they're at that point where they put down the gravel and some of that patchwork, but we're all beginning to wonder, you know, when will they come back out? And I do know they do give us, I want to think it's maybe quarterly or every 6 months. We typically get that information, but it does need to be more timely. We'll get that, and it was 6 months ago that they may have told us they were on XYZ street. So I'm going to pass that along to
Even if it's
Rick Jackson,
just
just so they give us an email and say, where are you now? Or give us like the next 3 months, something a little bit more closer in capacity that we could even go back and pull up and refer to.
Packet, I think they used to
Yes.
give more on a
More regular
that we used
basis.
to receive.
So I'm glad you brought up that observation. And then even ask Mr. Jackson, they'll come back to give us some type of, or if they could provide, it's our role in educating the public about these processes. I don't mind sharing that information. I know it would help all of us if you just know just what the expectations are when they come in and cut your street up. Then how long should you expect that they come back and complete that service? Thank you. Very good suggestion. We'll be sure to pass that along. Anything else? Thank you for bringing that up. All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All those in favor? Aye. Thank